So this is the base part which we printed, and these are the clips. So we just put it in the hole here like this, and click, push down so that it's in place. So now we have the two connectors for the power and the one for the data. Now the next step is to put the socket. So this also socket you can find on Amazon. I will put the link on the description here. And then you just snap it in. It's tight a little bit, but it will go through. Or not. So here we are. Now it's in. So the first, that's why I forgot to remove the supports. Okay. So maybe, yeah, this is what you want to remove first. So I did 2-in-1 now. I remove the support and I attached this one. So red airfoil is for the positive. So we just put it in any one. So we make like this left-hand side is for the positive. And the black is for the negative. So we put it here. And we just click it. So now the USB will feed the whole unit. This is the cover part, or let me say the main part. So what we need to do is we need to stick the LED lights inside. So simply we just put the socket through the hole and we just make like a loop, as we see here. And then we cut the extra, which I will take from here. And here we are done. So this part now is ready. And the next step is to attach the WLED DAD strings part. And what we do is just we align it, because this will be the bottom part. So we align it properly, just to be vertical or horizontal enough. And then you just click or push, it will fit in place without any glue or something. Now it is assembled properly. And the last part is the cover, which will cover the whole model. So now is the programming part. What we do is that we connect our ESP32 to a USB connector to the computer, and we go to install WLED. So we will go to install.wled.me, and once we are there, we will select install, and it will show up what are the serial ports that I have. This is my serial port, so I will connect, and it will check, and it will give me like these two options, which is install WLED. I will confirm, and I will install. Now it's complete, and the next step is to assign our Wi-Fi network to the ESP32. So I will select my Wi-Fi, and it will connect to the device. The device now will take an IP address from my router, and I can visit my device for the setup, which we will come back to after we connect the wiring to the lights. So now, after we installed the WLED software to the ESP32 chip, we need to do the connection. So here we have the pins, which is the voltage. The first pin is the voltage, the second pin is the ground, and here we will go with the data, let's say D2, the pin number 2. Doing the wiring for our ESP32, so we need a soldering device, and we need some wires, and we need 3 wires. So one for the voltage, which is our 5 volts, so I get a red wire for it, and one for the black and one for the green. Black is for negative and green is for the data. What I will do, I will just expose the conductor of the wire, as simple as this. So now I have the wires exposed, the conductors. Let's start with the ground. So usually what I do, I'm not sure whether this is the best practice or not, but this is what I usually do. How I do it, I just twist the cable like this, or the conductor, and I check which pin. Now it's the ground, so it's the second pin. So I simply twist the cable around the pin. I just take it out like this, and I give it a twist around. So now it is covering the pin, and I attach it to my soldering holder, and simply I put some of these here. So this is connected, and I do the same for the rest. Let me cut here the extra wire. So now it's clean, and I do the same with the positive, which is the red. I just twist it. It's not easy for me. Now I do the same here with the red. Again, I'm not sure whether this is the best practice or not. I'm not an expert in soldering, so if someone has better experience in this, can put in the comments. Now let us cut the extra wire. And similarly we do with the data, which will be on the D2 pin. So we check on the other side. This is the D2 pin, which is the 4th pin. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. And my dog is upset. I don't know why. Someone is knocking on the door. and we do the same exercise here. That's it. So now we have all the wires done, and the next step is to connect it to the box. So now after we had done the soldering, we just need to cover the cables that we attached. So I have this kind of, connectors where you can just put, so it insulates, it gives like an insulation to the wires. So I put 3 of them just for the safety, although it's 5 volts, but we have to be careful anyway. And we didn't clean this one. And then finally we just heat a little bit so that it shrinks. Use a lighter or maybe a heat gun, doesn't matter. It's just to ensure that it is doing what it's supposed to do. And that's it. Now the next step is to connect the processor into our box. So we just attach it here with the processor on the bottom side, and we just cut this a little bit and twist it, and we connect the data. Next is to do the power. So we get the positive. Let's try to organize the cables a little bit. And now the positive is connected, now the negative. Here we are. So now the circuit is ready. We are just missing the part of the main lights. So this is the part which we assembled earlier. And this is the connector which we will use. So now we need to put the socket. Now just get some conductor from the wire. And we put something like this. So the green is in the data. And similar to all others, the only difference here is that the neutral is white, not red, not black, sorry, which is okay. So this is the data. Put it here. And this is the negative, which is the ground. And this is the power. Good, we're done. Now the show time. So we will connect our model and connect the power. So nothing happened because of the setup. And now we have to move to the computer. So here we go back to the computer, and as we see that the IP address was 102. So we go to the configurator and the LED. We connected to GPIO number 2. And let's start with 30 LEDs. I put the echo because this is the echo, and save. Now 30 LEDs are lit. And I believe that we have more than 30, so I did not count. So let us add some, maybe we put 50. And then we see now not everything is lit. So we go back and start maybe increasing a little bit. So how many now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, which means let's put 62. I will have one. No, it was 62. Yeah. So now the model is all lit. Let's try to change the colors. It is working fine. Now let's see the effects. For example, the chase is working. You can put random cycles, which is fine. Now we're good. So the next part is to put the cover. So now I have the cover. What I need to do is just to unplug the lights again. And we have here an arrow, which has to be aligned with the arrow here, right? And we get out the cable from here. We connect the cable and we just attach this to the top cover and organize the cable a little bit. I know it's tight, but just to have minimum filament, and voila, here we are. And the final part is to cover the model like this, and here we are. Now we can change the brightness, okay, and definitely do all the effects needed. Thank you so much and hope you like it.